send in the birthday wishes, and I am thankful and grateful. So, this one that I'm doing before I do my regular nightly one, that is doing the scripture and all that, I just wanted to have a time of reflection, and I wanted to reflect just over what I have gone through and been through my little years of life here on this planet. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that the Lord has allowed me to live to see another birthday. There are a lot of people that have not lived to see theirs, and yet and still I'm here by God's grace and mercy, not because of something that I did so spectacular or that I even have deserving of it, but because God is so faithful, I'm here today. So I am thankful, I'm grateful, and for all of those of you who have sent me birthday wishes through Facebook, thank you. I know who you are, and I've been trying to tap back. And for those of you who have sent me a ton of birthday wishes through LinkedIn, try to tap back. Thank you so much. And for those of you on Twitter, try to tap back. So just give me some time. I'm getting to you. And those of you on Instagram, trying to tap back because each of you that have sent me birthday wishes, unbeknownst of you, some of you have been with me for a little bit of time on this whole social media journey. So for those of you who have been with me for a while on LinkedIn, you've watched the progression. For those of you who have been with me on Periscope to Twitter, you've watched the progression. And for Facebook, for those of you that watched me shut down about four different channels and pages and then spring back up again, and the same thing with Instagram, shut them down and come back up. You know, it's been a thing. It's been a progression, always having to deal with something. But I'm thankful because social media, as much as I'm on it, I know it doesn't run my life. So if I have to shut one down or have to shut down multiple social media pages, it's okay because I have set out something, I've laid out something that when I come back, like, oh, there she is. So I just want to say thank each and every one of you. I know you guys might be tuning in and maybe you're not, but thank you all for my dear friends that I haven't spoken to in years because I just haven't been able to make it back out to you in Illinois or wherever you might be in the world. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being my confidant. For those of you who have been rocking with me for age 19, even when I went into the military, you know who you are. And I thank you for being you and giving me sound advice and encouragement when I needed it. So I'm reflecting on all the things because some of the things that I have, I can't buy. I can't buy good friends. I can't buy good quality people. I can't buy that. There's no amount of money that will buy quality relationships. And when people don't understand what I'm doing, those who have rocked with me for a long time, they know. Those who were with me in high school, they know. Those who were with me before that, they know. So me trying to explain what I'm doing, it just doesn't make a difference. So I just keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm clear about my mission is to help other people. And whether the light goes out or things go dim, I always try to figure out another way to make things happen for myself. So whatever I've been doing, I just want to help other people and help myself in the interim. So thank you guys so much for rocking with me, for tuning into my podcast, either one of them, even if the other one is a little bit slow going, the Laugh Inc. podcast. Thank you guys for all of the support. I feel the love. I've felt those of you have talked to me on Messenger or WhatsApp or all these different ways, Google Duo, and all these different ways that you can tap in. I just want to say thank you. When I was down and going through some things, you guys were there and watching me in the comments, watching me boo-hoo my life out. For those of you that were watching me actually go through the thing, I just thank you guys for being there and the support that has been given throughout the different communities and meeting people from off social media in person. It's a thing. I've met some amazing people in person, and I can't tell you what that means to me when I meet someone that comes from behind the screen. The person say, "Hey, so I'm the one that's been sending you a message. What's up?" Like, oh, so we're no longer just having this dialogue on social media. I now have a connection with that person face to face and have a phone number and then say, hey, we can meet at a Starbucks if you like. I can meet you, I can see you, you could be at my event because I know you. So this social media has a little bit more for me because it extends out And some of the people I didn't think I would meet, even in the podcast era, I've met some amazing, fabulous people that I have now as best friends, very close confidants. Pastor Jay is one of them. Didn't think I would meet him forever. And he was just on the podcast, just talking. And I met him in person. Like, whoa, this is a thing. This is a real person. Because you just don't get to meet them. But when you meet them in person, I meet Miss Martha, I meet some of my podcasting people in person. It gives a different spin on the relationship. So I'm just reflecting over the people that have come into my life for this amount of time that I've been on the planet. And it's been amazing to me to watch just what I've been doing. And I would never think that some of the stuff that I'm doing today that I could have even done or thought of doing at my young age, because I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking, what am I going to do? I didn't have a book or a podcast in my head to think to do. I didn't have thinking about doing an event called the Soul Cow Podcast Explosion. I wasn't thinking of any of that stuff when I was a teenager. I wasn't thinking about any of that stuff when I was in the military. I wasn't thinking about none of this stuff that I'm doing on the other side of those careers and the other side of those things. But they've taught me things. They've taught me discipline. They've taught me to keep on going no matter what. And I use it today. I use it for everything. Even when they say no, Avon comes in good for me with that. I used to get no for everything. So I'm like, okay, all of these no's, there's bound to be a yes. And Avon's good for telling you you're going to get no's. But underneath those no's, somebody's going to want some Avon up and through here, right? And I would do it. I would keep pushing. The determination when you do other things, other industries, they teach you the same thing that you get in the word, which is staying persistent, being perseverant, staying steadfast and faithful in your faith, knowing the Lord is going to do what he said he's going to do. And his promises are yes and amen if you stay faithful. And that's what I'm looking at from my life, that he has been so faithful to me. He's been better to me than I would ever be to myself. And I'm thankful. And I just humble myself and I do my best to serve others. And I'm thankful when they serve me. So for my birthday, my wish is that I can help more people with my story, with what I have, the opportunities that I have. I want to share it to others. So if there's anything that I could possibly do, which it will benefit the both of us, then I'm here for it. And especially with me now doing the Soul Cow Podcast Explosion, this is another way to showcase for people. I make the stage and I make this event not for me. It's for me a little bit, but it's really to showcase others that didn't get a stage, that didn't get to showcase who they are, what they do. And that is what it's for, along with helping the nonprofit that is still in the building moments. And I said, it's not easy to do it, but you keep on going. Even if I fall asleep on screen, and you guys know that it can happen. Let's not talk about it. But it happens. And I'm okay with that because I'm not tired of doing the same thing, because it is a call. It's not something that I wake up one day and say, you know what? I'm going to talk about the God today. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this. It's not that. There is a mission that I'm doing, and I have to help other people because I don't want to see somebody else's life lost because there was information I could have given to them and I didn't. It's one thing to charge for information, it's another to change somebody's life with real transformation. Understanding that the story that I have is not for money, it's to save somebody from literally dying and losing their life. And if I could share that to show through my life that this is not the end, HIV is not a death sentence. There is you overcoming that domestic violence. You can overcome that with the right tools and the right people to help and show you the right way and have the correct mindset. There is a way to deal with your children who have special needs, especially on the autism spectrum. There is a way to still do what you do and still find love with what it is and not get burnt out with speech therapy and OT and all that. There is a way to deal with your own issues and still pour into other people and not look at you like, oh, I got this, I got that. with the neuropathy in my feet, I could complain all day with the pins and needle sensation, but I shall not do that because I'm able to walk. So I give God thanks and praise. Count your blessings, name them one by one. I'm here alive, living, and I just wanted to stay and share with you guys some reflection for me. This is a reflective message because my later one is coming and still gonna be a birthday message, but I'm still gonna focus on the Lord and I'm still focusing on Him. If nobody cares what I do, I care what He cares about because He's the one that has saved me from some things, even when the light goes out. See what happens? But I still have to keep on going. I can't just rely and forget that things are going to happen like this. And they're going to keep happening, until I sure up something else. But I'm not going to stop. Can't stop and forget what's going on. And it's going to happen. And I expect it unexpected. I'll figure out something else to do and get a replacement. But I'm still grateful. I'm not going to sit up here and complain about anything. The thing's just old. I've been using it. I've been using it a lot. And I wear my electronics out. So it's almost like need to have three. One, because I know one's going to go, and two for backup until I can say it. So yeah, I'm going to have to do that. But for now, I utilize the stuff that I have. And I just say thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you all for participating. Thank all of you that even bought my book to read and share to others and bought a copy for somebody else. Says, hey, check this out. There's a lot of people that supported me in that, and they're still supporting me and pushing that. And I'm thankful. The gift of finding God's love, guilt, and shame turned into my shine. There's a lot of things that I've done in my time, and I have to reflect. And I'm going to keep reflecting and keep watching this light go in and out. So give me just a second because I'm going to do something real quick. So hang on. There we go. Take care of that. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let there be another light for me anyway. So I just wanted to, I know I've shared this before, and I share these things often, but to reflect back, this this is old, right? This magazine that I was in, but this is a 2011 issue. 2011, right? And I'm just thinking 10 years ago, I was in a different headspace, but I still managed to do something. And I would have never thought, not in my wildest days, that I would ever be in any magazine like this. None of my born days, but there I was. So we're reflecting right now. So for those of you like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Reflecting, right? And it's talking about life after HIV, right? Still me. But during that time, nobody would know. Nobody knew that I was going through the mental health. At the same time, I'm advocating to tell people to go get tested, know your status. Nobody knew that. So I needed to still show and put up a good front. Sometimes you're going through things and you just don't understand. You don't understand. Somebody needs to hear you. Hey, trendsetter, how are you, love? How are you? So sometimes you don't know. You don't know who needs to see you. You don't know who needs to hear you. You have no idea who you're inspiring. I'm glad to hear you that you're good. Thanks for tuning in. I haven't seen you in a while. And this is the thing that I do for myself and for others. Because like I've said before, somebody is waiting for you to stand up and share your story, not because they want it to be a sad sob story. No, they're waiting because they want you to be doing and showing them how to overcome. Oh, well, keep on moving with that school. keep on doing that work and getting them A's. And so this right here, I'm not gonna throw it in the light that way. The gift to find God's love, guilty shame turn into my shine. I would have never thought in my born days I would have written any kind of book. Not for one page, not for two pages, not for anything. And to have something tangible that is it that I sat down and wrote and had somebody to do and have a publisher to do it. And that it's in Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and Walmart, and some other places with a PR release on it. You couldn't tell me I was going to be doing that at my age when I was 18, 19, 16. You're going to be in a magazine. You're going to be writing a book. I don't think so. You're going to have a podcast. Yeah, I don't think so. That wasn't my goal when I was young. I was just trying to figure out how am I going to get a job and survive? How am I going to do that? See, even at the time, put this down for a minute. Even at the time I was going through, I was involved in another project. Now, this, I never pronounced this gentleman's name, but he was also part of the body.com. He was a blogger. I'm not sure if he's still there, but he had asked me to be in his book, was just talking about all the different women that have HIV. And there's a lot of us, right? And took all of our stories and put it in a book. And I was glad to be a part of it. And this was something that I hold on to because I'm a part of this. So I'm not going to be like, oh no. So to be going from having and being part of a book to having my own, this was during the same time that this had come out. It was like right after this, here came this opportunity. The opportunities kept coming. So I was just reflecting, like, what? Magazines, and these TV shows and these news things. All these things kept coming because I wasn't afraid. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna leave. And I don't care who who wants to support me. I don't care who understands. I have to do this. And that's the same way I feel now. I said, I don't care who doesn't want to support me and who doesn't get my mission. You don't have to get it, but there's people that need me. And I have to be about my father's business and I have to be about the business of helping those who need the complexities that I have that I can speak to. As I tell a lot of people all the time, you may not hear of them, but there are people in my messenger and in my inbox and all over the place. Hey, let me talk to you about what's going on in my life as far as domestic violence. Hey, let me talk to you and talk to you about mental health. I'm having some challenges. These people come to me and they share. And the only reason I can even give even an ounce of advice is because I've gone through it. I understand what it is. And that's where the Lord uses us, right? To help others, guide them along the way. And then someone comes and guides you because you're going to a point you've never been yet. And then you get wise counsel. You get someone in your ear says, hey, D. Drake, I've been there. This is how you're going to have to maneuver around that obstacle. It's going to be challenging, but I'm going to help you maneuver around it because I've been there. So you do not want to go where I did. So let's just keep on moving, keep on pressing, keep on pushing. So this is not going to be a long one. I just had to get on here and reflect. And I'm thankful for everything and everyone who's in my life who has contributed something to my life, whether it was by finances, whether it's by advice, whether it was by a joke, a laugh, a smile, services that was provided, whatever it was. I'm thankful for each person who served me and allowed me to serve them back. So for all of you who have imparted into my life to help me create to be who I am today, you guys know who you are. You guys know who you are. I've had a lot of help to become who I am. And those people were amazing and they've helped me a lot of the way. So I do my best to try and showcase who they are any chance I get I was like, hey, go check out this person because they really know their stuff. They taught me all I know. They know a lot more. So, for those of you who have followed me on my journey and you have wished me birthday wishes once again, thank you. God bless your hearts. Thank you so much for wishing and taking time out of your day to say thank you. And this is my time to say thank you right back. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you with the love of the Lord. May God bless each and every one of you for the birthday wishes that you have said to me. And if you're on YouTube, thank you as well. And any other platform that I may not be shouting you out at, I say thank you. Air One Radio, thank you for always hearing my stuff. I know that she's just like, why does she keep sending her podcast and attaching us to it? I do. So like, why does she keep doing that? She's not part of K Love, is she? No. But I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful. And I'm thankful for K Wave and Mr. Schaefer for at least taking the time to want to offer advertising for when he did and pray for me when things were working out in 2017. And I'm so thankful. I'm grateful for everyone. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless your hearts, y'all. And you guys know I'm gonna get out of here, go eat my little vegan cakes and my non-dairy ice cream since something's going on with my body and it doesn't like milk anymore. It said no to cow, move over from the cow. So I'm doing that. So I'm going to be back on a little bit later, and I have, of course, a message. And thank you guys for once again tuning into the podcast, purchasing the book, being supportive, being in my inboxes and my DMs, and wherever you've been reaching out to me. God bless you, all of you. Don't forget, there is a podcasting course if you would like to learn how. Don't forget that I'm offering that myself and Pastor Jay. So if you would like to do part of that as well, you are more than welcome to send me a message because I am open for that. I'm not some person that's like, don't talk to me. I'm not going to do that to you. So you are more than welcome to reach out. So ggthw, the number 18 at gmail.com or an IG, ggthw, the number 18, or on Clubhouse. And I will be setting up 2 Clubhouses for tomorrow. So we will have that for tomorrow podcast connections and the Podcast Connect Network, which Podcast Connect Network will be from 4 to 5 PST, and the Podcast Connection will be from 1 to 2. So I will say that again later on when I come back. But for now, I'm going to say arrivederci, adios, uh, good night for right now on pause. And for those of you who will be coming back later on for the message and the word and prayer, you guys know where to find me. God bless your hearts. Thank you for the birthday wishes. And I'll be saying thank you again. But for now, I'm going to depart. And I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless your hearts. Thank you for tuning in. And I am out of here. Bye now. Have a great night. And I'll see you guys again in a few hours. Take care.